Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet, and today is Vlogust Day 18. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Thanks for joining me in the yarn room again today. We might just need to make a habit out of the yarn room. It's still too hot upstairs in the attic, so we won't be up there in the studio. I know you all love the background here. I hope you like the studio background when I'm up there, but for now, we'll be here. I do have a few things. I didn't think I was going to have anything to talk about because of the pattern testing, remember. Still testing. Didn't finish it. I decided I was going to get started on the August 15th edition of um, hashtag Rock 2022 AU, which is the crochet along with Judy from Witch Piece Craft, which I will have linked below. And I wanted to get started with that on the knitting machine, hoping that once my husband saw it going, he'd say, hey, you want me to do that for you? And I'd be like, wasn't the case. But I'm going to show you. I was going to use Olivia Newton-John. An album from her is the one for this week, or this time. And I was going to use the cover has a lot of trees in it. And so I was going to use this yarn. This is an ice yarn, and I did start to use it. It's got a lot of, shades of green and yellow, and I had noticed, and I don't remember if it was the front or the back cover, but there was a lot of like yellow in the leaves, and so I thought, oh, this is the perfect yarn for that. And I started working it up. And then, like I said, Honey did not follow through with what I was hoping. I mean, not that he had to, but, the Cleveland baseball team was playing, which are now called the Guardians, which just is really killing me because I grew up with a tribe, not a guardian. And that's a whole social thing, so we're not going to go there, but they were playing and they're doing really, really well. I don't know if they won or lost because I had to go to bed. I hope they won last night. I didn't check today, and I didn't ask anyone. So anyway, when I was putting away and bagging up, because I'm getting ready, I'm making the things that I'm doing with the crochet along is I'm making, if you're new, and by the way, you guys, my subscriber count jumped like 40 people in the last 24 to 48 hours. I am like ecstatic. I don't know what's happening, but it's very cool. So if you guys are sharing me out, or if it's just Vlogmas, I don't know, but I'm so appreciative. I'm like falling over. I looked at my subscriber count and I went, what? So that's pretty cool. And thank you all for helping me out with that. But anyway, for those of you that are new, I am crocheting hats and scarves to send to Rose from Rose Likes Crochet for a charity called Wings that she collects donations for. It's a charity that helps, I think, relocate or helps victims of domestic violence get restarted. So they collect things that people make or buy or whatever, and for donation to help these people out. And so I've been using the album covers as inspiration for a hat and scarf twice a month. And so I had them up in the attic, and I grabbed them up yesterday and I brought them down because I want to start getting them ready to get to Rose, and I was putting them in bags, and I'm like, oh, wait, look at this one. Look at the colors. It kind of got squished in the transition getting it in here. I should really make it look nicer. And I will. But anyway, I'm like, oh, almost practically got that already. So I took it off the knitting machine, the other one, the greens and yellows, because this is like greens and the greenish yellow and blue with white, and that's greens and yellow and blue, or greens and yellow and white. Like, I almost got the same one. So I decided I'm not going to do two the same, not to mention that Olivia Newton passed away this month, and she had suffered from breast cancer. I have a family member that also passed away from a 10-year battle of breast cancer this month. So as I know October is breast cancer month, and I'm sure I will do something for that at that time. But I decided I would do pink. In this, oh God, it looks coral, but it's pink. And it's a Dreamweaver yarn, but it's a soft Dreamweaver yarn. Sometimes they're stiff acrylic, like Red Heart, old Red Heart Super Saver, but this is a nicer version of it. And so I decided that I'm going to do a pink hat and scarf because of their battles, my cousin and Olivia's, with breast cancer. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm very thrilled to do that. I can't actually wait to get it on the machine. So that's the update with that. So if you are not familiar with Judy or the Rock 2022 AU crochet along that she's doing, check her out. It will be linked in the bottom below. It's been kind of fun. I've been doing it all year. I didn't always, well, I think I didn't count them. There might have been a couple of months. I wasn't originally doing it that way. I was doing a blanket, and I took it apart. And so I think I have most of the yarn turned into hats and scarves, but probably not all of it from the beginning of the year. But many of them I have, done that with. And I also want to give you a reminder of my crochet along. This is Annie's puts out this crochet calendar. She did last year anyway. Annie's Crochet Calendar 2022. And I have asked people to join me every month in crocheting from the calendar. If you don't have the calendar, you just crochet something that's similar to what was in the calendar for this month. So this month was a hat and scarf, or hat and booties for a baby. Isn't that child cute? Oh my God. You just want to pinch her or his little cheeks and those bright eyes. Oh God, I love them. Anyway, I made a set, and I have already given it to my great niece, my little precious star. Not her name, but that is her nickname for me, my little star. I call her that all the time. So anyway, little star has her hat and booties already. So I can't show them to you again, but the deadline is the end of the month. On the 1st of next month, I will draw a name from everyone who has sent me a picture, either in my email, charmedgrammycrochet@gmail.com, also linked below, or on my Facebook group page, put a picture, and I will, I always make a montage of everybody's participation, of everything that they sent me pictures of. And on the 1st or 2nd-ish, of the next month, I will draw a winner for a prize. And next month, I'm just going to give you a quick, since we're into the calendar anyway, I'm totally loving this. Look at those little boot covers and fingerless gloves. I'm so into it. I don't think it'll take long to make. I'm very into that. But I'm loving the idea. I think I would like a set. I'm sure that maybe I can size them down for my little grandkids, or maybe make them complete mittens for the youngest two. I don't know. I've never made mittens. Well, I did once. I made Chloe a pair of mittens one time. But I mean, what would be the big deal to like cinch those up at the top, right? Make them a little bit longer, cinch them up at the top, do a couple decreases or something. So I think all the girls might need a set of these. I haven't read the pattern, but it doesn't look difficult. And you could probably even do it with self-striping yarn. I mean, why not? Totally love it. So that's next month. If you, and like, again, if you don't have the crochet calendar and you want to participate, you just make them and send me pictures. Make, fingerless hat and boot covers. Or slippers if you wanted, I guess. So anyway, this is this month. So we need a baby hat and booties. You still have a few days to whip those up and get them in if you'd like to participate. So that's that. Then I wanted to, let's see, today is, so I'm also doing the Jada in Stitches Tunisian. I always want to say tsunami. I don't know why, but it's the Tunisian. She does a square a month, and you're supposed to be making a blankie. I did not want to make a blanket because I always have an attention issue. And so I'm going to tell you, I didn't do it. This time you're learning a rib stitch. I'm using this 5mm long Tunisian hook. And I really am enjoying learning this Tunisian stuff. And Jada is a very good teacher. I, on the other hand, am not the greatest student all the time. So this is the start of it. And I really like this. I think this is the knit stitch. I don't know. And I was doing so well the first couple of days. And then I put it away for the weekend because I do this at work. Generally, I make my I'm making just washcloths. And generally, I make my washcloths when I'm at work. And I get there early and because just on a side note, I go to work. I leave my house at 3 a.m. and I start work at 4 a.m. But it's not that far of a drive. So I'm usually there at least a half an hour minimum early. But I chat with my friends, you know, get a cup of coffee, you know, and wake up. But you never know. I got in the habit of going so early because I drive to downtown Cleveland. And in the wintertime, if the roads are bad or icy, you got to go really slow. Or if there's an accident, you just never know. Because in the middle of the night, they may not get them. The roads might not be clear, you know, the whole way if you're having a big, huge snowstorm. So I got in the habit of going early. And then it's just been a habit for like 5 years. And, you know, I do hang out. And then I'm out of work at noon every day. Well, starting the week after Labor Day here in the States, so that's the first weekend of September, that week we're changing shifts. And I will no longer be going to work in the middle of the night. I will be working 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Excuse me. Nothing to do with crochet, but my schedule is going to change, and I don't know how that's going to work out for my crocheting every day. I'm sure I'll get a little done every day, but I don't know. It's like a whole change. I've been working 4 a.m. till noon for so long. I get home from work about 12:30, and I feel like, you know, I have a whole day to do whatever I want then all day long. I do go to bed at 8 o'clock, but that's still like 8 hours to do whatever. And now my time is going to be like, I feel like in the middle of the day. So I have a few hours before work and a few hours after work till it's bedtime. Of course, I'm not going to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. But it's been so long that I have been going to bed at 8 o'clock at night in the middle, you know, during the week that it's going to be quite an adjustment. So I hope it doesn't take out too much time from I like to get adjusted because, you know, now I come home from work and I do a lot of crocheting. I imagine that'll be the same. It's just different hours. I don't know. It's going to seem really weird. But anyway, back to my little project. So I was working on it, and I don't always just work on crochet when I'm at work in the mornings or on my breaks. You know, a lot of times I'm just chatting and I don't do any crochet, but I always have it with me, and that is where I work on this the most of the time. So anyway, I was doing really well, really enjoying it, thinking, oh, yay, yay, yay. Go home for the weekend, don't touch it, work on other stuff, come back to it then on the following Tuesday, which would be this past Tuesday. And I did a couple of rows, and I'm like, it doesn't look the same. I can't figure out, like, am I crocheting it too loose? So I do a couple of rows, and now it's looking like that. And I'm like, why is my tension off? I don't understand. So today I did a couple more rows, and at first I thought, like, it must be the tension. Well, now, nope. This is like 3 days of like a line or two in the morning. It's not that it takes that long, but there's been a lot of stuff going on at work because of changing shifts. We had to do bids, and there's blah, 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 all this kind of stuff you don't really care about. But after today, when I had finished this last row, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I'm trying to crochet tighter. I'm trying to, you know, I can't figure out what's going on. Then I realized I'm doing the darn stitch wrong. Yeah, you're supposed to this part of the stitch I'm doing correct. This part I was doing wrong up here. You're supposed, I was just grabbing, I'll show you, I'll stick my hook in. Tunisian crochet, where you put your hook makes the big difference. So I was putting my yarn, my hook into this stitch like this. That's two separate stitches, but just so you can see it well. But I was supposed to be putting it through like this and pulling up a loop instead of in front of. So what I was doing was putting in front of and pulling up a loop when I'm supposed to be going in between and pulling up a loop. So yeah, it's not a lot, and it really, if I just sit down and do it, I can have it done in no time at all. But when I'm chatting and then putting it down and talking and then listening and then you know, grabbing some coffee and maybe something to eat, who knows, it doesn't get done real quickly. But now I have to frog it because I really liked the rib stitching down here where I was doing it properly. So, and with this, I am using sugar wheel cotton from Yarn Bee and making those. So that is that part that I wanted to show you what a knucklehead I can be sometimes. So today is Thursday, and it is Luck of the Draw Day. So Nan from Nan's Next Knots does a 20-week crochet along. I'm into these crochet alongs. Oh, this is Jada and Stitch's Totally Tunisian blanket, I think is what she calls it. Totally Tunisian 2022 or something like that. But I'll have the current month linked in the description box below. So anyway, this is Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw 6. So Nan's Next Knots is a YouTube channel, and Nan is not, and this is going to be the 6th Luck of the Draw that Nan has done, where she gives you a pattern that you can use to make a blanket, or you can create your own pattern or have another pattern in mind, or whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a blanket. You can create whatever you want to create, but you pick 9 colors, 1 being the base color, 8 other colors that are numbered 1 through 8, and every week she picks a number, and you use that color yarn. And in between, like, so you'll use your base color and then this week's color, and you add every week a base color line or 2 or whatever fits your pattern, and everybody crochets together, and we have a Facebook Messenger chat. Well, Nan has been feeling ill and cannot do Luck of the Draw. She's not up to making videos right now, but go check out Nan anyway, because we love her to death. And if you haven't done these before, there's 5 other videos, so you can make many blankets and just follow her old videos. So Nan will be linked. But now we're doing Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw 6 with my good friend Trisha from Mama Swift. So I will also have this week's video from Trish, Mama Swift, linked below, so you know what color to do this week. What number was drawn, I'm not going to tell you. You have to look it up yourself. You have to watch the video. And Trish, with the help of, I'm sure, others, because I don't remember who, started, I believe, well, I know she did, a Facebook group page so that you can share your makes. So how fun is this? It's getting to be like a real big thing. And if you like to, share your yarny goodness with others, you need to hop on the bandwagon here. So let me show you what I'm making. Let me show you my color for this week. I have not crocheted yet because it's early afternoon. I got home from work and I pulled my color out and I got ready for my video. And then, you guys, I couldn't find my tripod. So that was an issue. I'm like, where's the tripod? Oh, I buried it under all the hats and scarves that I had pulled out to put into bags for Rose. I know, it's one of those days. It's my Friday at work. I work at a casino, so it's 24/7 kind of business, everybody has Fridays on different days. So that's a phrase that you say in the casino business. Every day is, if it's your Monday, even though it's Wednesday, it might be your Monday. This is my Friday, even though it's Thursday. But I only work 3 days a week. So I work, Tuesday is my Monday. Wednesday is hump day for everybody, right? And Thursday is my Friday. So I get like 2 Fridays every week, which is really awesome because I get my Friday, then I get everybody else's Friday the next day. That's a plus factor for working part-time. Anyway, this is the pattern that I am using. And it is called the Fading Rainbow Lapgan. And I got it out of my Crochet World magazine from April 2022. So this is the cover of the magazine, if you have that magazine. I like the blanket that's on the cover as well, and I really want to do that blanket as a wrap. I'm doing wraps for Hugs Are Free. Another hashtag, Hugs Are Free. That is being, I think, mostly sponsored by my friend Jax, and again, Trisha. Jax is from Creations by Jax. I will link her channel in the description box below. I hope I remember everybody. If I forget anybody, put it in the comments so I can put them in. I'm going to try not to forget anybody. But anyway, I really enjoy this pattern, and I'm not obviously using those colors. I'm using my colors from Luck of the Draw. But I've started it, and this one on the front, I'm thinking, oh, that would be another great Luck of the Draw because it's got all these other colors in there. So that being said, let me show you how what I've got done and how it works. Let me just put this back because I don't have a table here. This is why I don't like to film in the yarn room. So I'm trying to make do, but I don't have really, I've got my tripod sitting on a credenza that's got yarn in it. And I have a bench sitting next to me that's supposed to be like a footstool. And that's what I have my stuff on. And then I have bags to stick it in when I'm done with it. So this is, oh, by the way, my Luck of the Draw number 6, part of it is living in my Rose Likes Crochet bag from Rose from Wings, you know, same Rose. But she does have merchandise, and she gifted me this Rose Likes Crochet bag, and I totally love it. Very nice canvas bag. And it is big enough that it holds this massive, huge yarn ball from Pound of Love in the color, I believe it's just called Navy. But this is my base color. We'll go with it's called Navy because I really don't want to just look for it. All right, now I gotta know. It's under all this other writing. It's dark blue. It's Navy. And I'm using autumn colors, autumnal colors. And this is what I got. So this is, I'm just making a wrap for Hugs Are Free. They like to do shawls, but I like to do wraps. And the idea of Hugs Are Free is that you make a shawl, and then you gift it to someone that needs a hug. And anytime they wear it, they're getting a hug from you. So this is my fall one. This is my Luck of the Draw 6 one anyway. So the navy is my base color. And then this is week 1. And then base color, 1 row of base color I'm doing. And 3 rows of regular color, you know, weekly color. 1 row of base color. And I don't remember what the colors are called from the previous month or previous weeks, but this is so far. And now my week number 3 is this color. This is I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby, and all these yarns are 100% acrylic. This one is called Terracotta. So look at that. That's going to look so nice all in a row, don't you think? Let's see. Let's cover this up so you can... I am in love. So that is this week's color. And this pattern, it's just like treble crochets mostly. Pretty much only. You do treble crochets and a chain 1 and you make a cross out of it. And it works up really, really quick. I have like 30 stitches-ish. And it'll be, you know, a wrap. I don't know that I'll go 20 weeks because that might be too long. But when it gets long enough, but 20 weeks might not be too long. Then if it's not long enough, I'll just make it longer. But I think 20 weeks should be at least long enough. If it gets long enough before 20 weeks, then I'll stop and make something else. uh, I don't think 10 weeks would be long enough. I was hoping that 10 weeks would be long enough, and it could be if I did bigger stripes. But I kind of like the sizing of it like that. So anyway, if I get done in 10 weeks, then I'll make 2 and just start over with maybe other colors or maybe these colors. I don't know. I really like them. I really like the way it's looking and turning out. And I have to say, I'm really proud of myself for picking good colors. A lot of times when I'm trying to pick colors, I make Chloe or Amanda, my daughter or granddaughter, come over and help me pick colors for stuff when I need a lot of colors. But I picked these out myself, and I think I did pretty good. So I'm taking a thumbs up on that one. And finally, the last thing, I know I wasn't going to have anything to talk about today because I didn't crochet. Look at me. But I will show you the Luck of the Draw 6. I should get that done today. Hopefully, I'll get at least a hat or a scarf, or if I can get my husband to do it, both. Cross your fingers, done today or tomorrow. I have time on that because I have till the end of the month. So I have time on the hat and scarf. I don't have to get it done right away. But I don't want to take my knitting machine to the campground over the weekend. But I have today and tomorrow. So we'll see how far that goes. And then the pattern, you know, the test pattern. So I am doing a giveaway. And the giveaway is from a video on Monday. So go check out Monday's video if you have not entered the giveaway and want to. Part of it includes some yarn, which is shown in the video, and I didn't bring up here to show you. But also included in the giveaway is a Crochet World magazine for this month, for the month of August, because I got 2 of them. I still haven't called them to find out why I got 2 of them. I hope I didn't end up with 2 subscriptions. But if I did end up with 2 subscriptions, then once a month I'm going to give away another Crochet World mag, or once every time I get one, I'm going to give away one. So it's not horrible if I have 2 because they are a nice giveaway. But anyway, this is part of the giveaway. So if you wanted to enter that giveaway, go back to that video. I will link it in the description box below. But somebody had asked me to show, which I can't believe I didn't, the patterns that are in the magazine. So this is just a real quick, they give you an overview page. And I'm not going to go through and show you all of them up close and personal, but I'll show you a few because a few of them I'm really intrigued by. I like this one, number 60. The problem with getting a crochet magazine and getting crochet books is that, oh my God, then you have like 5 million more things to add to the list of things you just got to make. But isn't this cool? It kind of like reminds me of like tribal blankets. And I just think it's so awesome. It's kind of a mosaic kind of thing. And it's called Modern Geometric Blanket. But I really do kind of think that one's cool. Another one that I really like is this one. And the reason that I like it, now this one is called Crazy 8's Lapghan. And the thing that I think is cool about this versus any other, like, you know, circular-ish shaped Afghan is that it's got like a granny squarish or you know, holy kind of sides on it. And I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if I would make it because it looks like you got to go through a lot of not anything but V-stitches or double crochets or something before you get to the like more detailed textured part of it. So I think that might be a little boring. I really like this one. This number 50, I'll show you a bigger, or it's on page 50. I'll show you a bigger, like that caught my eye right to begin with. Lots of single crochets in that though. When you, so if I were to make that, it would be, oh, this is going to be a long project because I'll work on like circles for a little while and then I'll probably get bored and not want to do it. So I don't know that I would do that. I really like this bag. So, well, wait, there's a, so this one, I don't know. Do you guys, if you get this magazine or you're familiar with it, like this is only my second month. And I don't recall this being in the first month. But see this? You know, I like to do squares. So let me find that one for you. Oh, I really like that one. So here it is. This says part 4 of the Resplendent Squares. Part 4. So you so there's been other parts to the blanket. I don't want to like be showing the pattern. But I don't think there were any of that in my last crochet magazine. Which is actually in my bag right here because it's the one I'm making my luck of the draw from. Let's see. And this one, I would love to do this as this. They have this as a table runner. But there's like so many patterns in this, and last ones too, last Crochet World. So this is a table runner, and they're calling it Aztec Table Runner. That's kind of cool. And that one, I could see that as, you know, with a thin yarn and make a wrap out of it. Very cool, right? Kind of like, you know, what I gave to my doctor. Oh gosh, I'm like already ripping up my magazine. Not intentional. And there's a doily, but this bag is kind of cool looking. This is called the Lola Market bag. I like that one as well. So those are my favorites. And those are the patterns that are in this magazine. Those are the ones. Oh, wait, there's one more. One more that is just, I forgot to show you. That I did want to show. These are bags. Woodland animal bags. How cute are those? Like if you wanted to for Halloween, like start on something. Too cute. I can't make everything in this crochet magazine in the time that another one comes out, plus everything else I'm working on. I kind of like this thing too, if you can see that. It's like cool looking, but I don't think I would want to make it. And I love this. But it's not a pattern in here. It's just an ad for a pattern. But I totally love that. It is Plymouth Yarn Dressing Studio presents pattern 3463 Wonderlust Ruana. So it's a Ruana. And there's the, you can probably get a pattern that way. So I had promised I would show the patterns. Or the, you know, what patterns are in the book. That's what patterns were in our August book. And if you win the giveaway from me, you will get those patterns. Alrighty. I believe I have no more stuff laying around on the floor or on the bench that I was supposed to talk to you about today. I appreciate you sticking around for this whole video because I'm pretty sure it's a lot longer than what I anticipated it being. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching today, Vlogust 18 in the books. See you tomorrow. Bye.